8. You want me to what? Aizawa's paw. The kid was kinda cute when he was silent and not growling or hissing at anyone. It was obvious how much he yearned to get out of there. The whole ride to the school he looked out of the window and carefully observed everything as if it was his first time seeing the light. It really did give me a bad feeling knowing what they did to him, but I was sure it was only the tip of the iceberg. Nezu. You like him? Me. Pity. RG. He is cute laying rolled in like this. Though I am sure that it is not a good sign. Nezu. In his case it is. Me. Normally if people curl up like he did, they felt threatened and tried to sleep in a defensive position, one that can help them to not get any vital spots get hurt. It was also the position that can calm someone down because we are used to be in a fetal position as we were little. So in my opinion it wasn't a good sign too. Nezu. He is part animal and animals usually sleep like that. It is the most comfortable position. Me. It is also a position where they can stand up and run as fast as they can. Nezu. That is true, but looking at how calm and deep he is sleeping, I would say that he feels at peace. RG. Now tell me how a kid ended up in a mental hospital. Nezu. I just went through his own personal file. Me. And? Nezu. His mother gave him up and he ended up in an orphanage with 4 years. After that he got adopted and brought back multiple times. They reported that he would scratch or bite them as well as constantly growl and hiss. This was why he was labeled as labile and put into the mental hospital. It is here that they wrote down that he is more animal-like than human. RG. My god. He obviously is just a kid. Me. Sigh, that happens when people don't know how to deal with one's quirk. RG. Speaking of what is his. Nezu. There is not much information here, but it is called wild breath. There is also not much written down about it. I raised an eyebrow looking at the kid. How can people not know your quirk? Wild breath. Wild describes your situation pretty good, kid. What a pity that you needed to go through something like this. RG. I already saw his fangs and nails. They seem almost cat-like. Nezu. That he is. The moment I heard cat, my eyes went wide open. Until now I did compare him to one, but never thought he actually was part one. Call me stupid, but I didn't have the time to think about it since I tried to calm an injured child down. Nezu. He is part wild cat and human. It is noted here that they are not sure which cat race he is, but noted his speed down when he doesn't wear his collar. Me. Quirk suppression. Nezu. Indeed, and apparently, he was wearing it ever after he got 6 years old. RG. Oh my. That's dangerous. Nezu. Quite indeed. Me. Nezu. Aizawa. What do you think about him? Me. He is an unfortunate child. Nezu. Glad we think alike. Do you perhaps feel like taking him in? Me. You want me to do what? Nezu. I believe you would be the perfect person to take care of him. Me. Oh no. Nezu, by all due respect, but I can't handle children out of my class. RG. Says the one that didn't even blink or removed his eyes on the green bean. Nezu. I am pretty sure Yamada would be thrilled too. I believe you guys were searching for a kid either way. Me. Yes, a kid and not a wild problem child. RG. He needs love and a family too. Me. I know, but I can't deal with this. Nezu. You wouldn't be alone. I would love to help out whenever you need a helping hand. Me. Then why don't you adopt him? Nezu. Because he wouldn't learn to handle humans and his growl earlier made me nearly lash out and question his authority. We would clash at some point and I fear that I would submit to him. His growl is not only threatening but also speaks to one's primal instincts. I am sure you felt the shiver down your spine too. Me. Sigh. RG. How about we have him adopted by Ua? Nezu. That I would like, but there are too many people here for him to find his inner peace. Me. And so I am the solution? Sigh. Nezu. Just think of him as another pet cat. Me. He is a kid, Nezu. Nezu. But you like him or you wouldn't have called him problem child. Me. Sigh. RG. He has a point there, Shota. Me. Sigh, that's not the issue. Did you ever thought what would happen to him when you pair him with Zashi? I can't handle him and Zashi is all over kids. Nezu. He will adapt quickly. Me. Sigh, why not try and get Nem to get him? Nezu. It would also be a good idea if not for the kid's instinct. Me. You mean his nose? Nezu. Partially yes. Me. I see. He would be able to smell her from afar and her quirk might even be stronger on him with that sensitive smell of his. We all saw it while I brought the food. He didn't even look at what he was eating and yet he picked out things he didn't like or couldn't eat. Not only that but I saw his nose twitch a couple of times we passed someone. Nezu. Yes. This is why I want you to have him. The rat jumped off the bed and went towards the door leaving us and everything behind. Me. I said no. Nezu. And I am about to tell Yamada about it. You can't decide this on your own after all. Just like that I quickly followed him out of the room trying to get my point straight. I for sure was the wrong person for this. He was part animal and cat-like which I adore but he was wild and there was no way I could handle a wild animal. I just didn't have the same confidence like Nezu had in me.